The blade kissed my throat before the wind even shifted. One cold breath, one trembling heartbeat, and the world narrowed to the voice behind me. Low, lethal, wrapped in shadows like a whispered curse. "Try to run," he murmured, the words brushing my neck like phantom fingers. "And I'll catch you. I always do." My heartbeat stuttered. Magic hummed under my skin, frantic and bright, but his presence drowned everything else. His stare burned even though I couldn't see it, and in that moment I realized something terrifying. The assassin sent to kill me didn't fear the light I carried. He wanted it, wanted me. And when he stepped closer, it was with the certainty of a man who already believed I belonged to him. My name is Elin, last daughter of the Solmir bloodline, blessed and cursed alike with forbidden light magic, a gift once worshipped, now hunted to near extinction. In Valor, light wielders were executed before their glow could fully awaken. Mine ignited violently at 13, an uncontrolled burst that lit the sky like a dying star. Since then, I've hidden it under layers of restraint and fear. But magic like mine doesn't stay quiet. Not when the kingdom whispers of prophecy. Not when the king fears anything brighter than his throne. And so, the council declared me a threat, a weapon, a calamity waiting to bloom. They wanted my death swift, silent, untraceable. For that, they bought a killer whose name alone made children stop crying and grown warriors pray under their breath. Soren, cursed assassin, blade of the king, a man bound by a sigil that forced his heart into darkness and his loyalty into chains. They said he felt nothing, no mercy, no sorrow, no hesitation. A man who had forgotten how to be human. But when he stepped from the mist that night, tall, cloaked in shadow, eyes burning silver like a storm contained by flesh, I felt something shift in the world, something irreversible, something terrifying. Rumor had been wrong. The man before me wasn't hollow. He was drowning in something unspoken, something dangerous, something that felt like obsession. He released my throat slowly, almost reluctantly, letting his blade lower but not disappear. And when I finally turned, drawn by fear and something else I refused to name, I found him studying me with an intensity that stripped the night bare. The cursed sigil burned across his forearm, pulsing like a second heartbeat. But it was his eyes that pinned me, bright, fevered, hungry. "You're Soren?" I whispered. His lips curved, not quite a smile, more a crack in the storm. "You say my name as if it's meant for you." My breath hitched. "Why haven't you killed me yet?" His silence was heavy, thick enough to cling to my skin. Then his voice, quiet and devastating, slid between my ribs. "Because the moment I saw you, I couldn't." He stepped closer, as if I belonged to him. His fingers grazed a loose strand of hair near my cheek, slow enough to feel like a claim. "You told me you would be a monster," he said softly, "a creature of prophecy. But you..." His gaze swept my face with startling tenderness. "You look at the world like it can still be gentle." I swallowed hard. "You're dangerous." "Not to you," he murmured. We walked through the ruined forest in silence that wasn't silence at all, because every step carried tension, sharpened by fear, curiosity, and the unbearable closeness between us. The moon slipped through skeletal branches, painting silver across his jaw, his blade, his eyes. He looked carved from night and sorrow. "Where are you taking me?" I asked. "Somewhere safe." "Safe from you?" He stopped walking. The air thickened. "He told you," he said, voice low, "I am not your danger." I met his stare. His stare burned. "Then who is?" His jaw tightened. "Everyone else." A rustle snapped through the darkness. Before my mind caught up, Soren moved, swift, sure, deadly, his arm wrapping around my waist, pulling me flush against his chest. My heartbeat stuttered violently. Magic hummed under my skin, reacting to his touch like it knew him, like it recognized him. His breath brushed against my ear. "Stay behind me." Shadows split. Hunters emerged, steel gleaming under moonlight. Soren's blade lifted with a sound like a vow. The first attacker lunged, but Soren moved faster, shadows clinging to him, as if even darkness obeyed. His blade found the man's throat with devastating precision. Two more rushed him. Soren danced between them, fluid, merciless, beautiful in a way death should never be. When the final body fell, he turned toward me, breathing unevenly. "Elin." The way he said my name unraveled something deep inside me. His hand listed, cupping my cheek gently, too gently for a killer. "Tell me you're not hurt." "I'm fine," I whispered. Relief washed through him like a physical release. "Good," he said, voice trembling. "Because if they had touched you, I would have burned the entire kingdom." He stepped closer again, as if I belonged to him, and for one reckless heartbeat, I almost leaned into him. We found shelter in the broken hollow of an abandoned watchtower. The storm outside roared, but inside the stones held a tense stillness. My magic flickered and tugged beneath my ribs. Restless, aware. Soren watched me with that same relentless intensity, as if every breath I took was something sacred. "You're shaking," he said quietly. "I'm fine." "You're lying." My voice faltered. "My magic reacts when you're near." His expression darkened. "Of course it does." That answer chilled me. "Why?" I whispered. He hesitated. A strange, unnatural moment for a man who moved like instinct. Then he lifted his sleeve. The cursed assassin's sigil pulsed black against his skin, but now, woven into its center, faint and shimmering, was a second mark, a light mark. My light. My magic's echo pulsed beneath his skin. My breath caught painfully. "What have you done?" "Elin," he said quietly, "I didn't choose this." "What does it mean?" "It means," he said, voice dropping, "that my curse shifted the moment I saw you. The bond chose you." "Bond?" "Yes." His steps were slow, careful, hungry. "I am no longer bound to the king." His voice softened into something terrifying. "I'm bound to you." My heartbeat stuttered. "That's impossible." "It's done," he whispered. "Your light called to my curse, and now your life is intertwined with mine. Your danger echoes in my bones." "And you still want to protect me?" I asked shakily. His stare burned. "Want is far too weak a word." The storm outside split open with a roar, shaking the tower. A dark shape blurred through the archway, crackling with corrupted magic. A wraith shade, one of the king's creations. It lunged for me with a screech like shredding metal. Soren moved instantly, slamming into the creature mid-air. Steel clashed against shadow. The wraith's claws ripped across his arm, skin tearing open. He didn't flinch. "Stay back," he snarled. But the wraith smelled my magic.
It whipped its head toward me. Magic hummed under my skin, frantic, wild. "Soren!" I screamed. "Move!" "No," he roared back. "If your light breaks free, it will consume you. It's going to kill you!" I cried. His eyes, silver, burning, locked on mine. "Let me protect you," he whispered. The wraith wrapped shadows around him, dragging him to his knees. "Elin, run! I'm not leaving you." Light surged through me so violently I gasped. I thrust my palms forward. A burst of radiance exploded from my chest, flooding the tower in blinding white. The wraith shrieked, its form unraveling, disintegrating into ash. My legs buckled. Soren caught me before I hit the ground. "Elin," he breathed, holding me close. "You're trembling." "I told you, my magic reacts to you." He pressed his forehead to mine. "Then we are both cursed, and neither of us stands a chance."
The storm quieted. Silence thickened. His arms stayed around me, steady and trembling at once, as if letting go would break him. "You don't understand what this bond will demand," he murmured. "Then tell me." His voice turned dark, intimate. "The bond wants me to claim you, to guard you, to destroy anyone who looks at you too long. And the longer we stay together," his breath brushed my lips, "the harder it becomes to stop myself." My heartbeat stuttered. "What happens if you can't stop?" I whispered. He stepped closer, fully now, possessive, inevitable. "Then, little light, I won't be your assassin. I'll become your ruin." Suddenly, the air shifted, heavy, malevolent. A presence far darker than the wraith pressed against the earth outside. Soren stiffened, pulling me behind him instinctively. "Elin?" he said softly, almost fearfully. "He found us." "Who?" His voice was a blade. "The king." The door exploded inward. If you loved this episode, like, subscribe, and comment for part 2. Your support keeps the story alive.